Howdy folks, welcome to episode 6, and today we are going to do some building. But first I just wanted to show you a couple things I did in the base. I added an extra generator. I don't remember if you saw the oxygen tank already. I added in a fridge here and some cargo, and I put in some constructors, which is why the extra generator is in. These were for processing ores because I did a little bit of mining. Over here you can see what I did is I got about 1,000 ores each of silicon, copper, and cobalt. And I also got quite a lot of iron, as you can see here. There's 5 stacks there. There's between that and the iron, there's like 3 more stacks of metal plates. I also built a few blocks out of those, which is what those things were for. The constructors were for, so that I could build these 5,000 blocks and 500 lights and et cetera, to get going on the base. So yeah, that's the equipment we're going to start with for today. Now, the size 10 iron I finished out. The size 14 was so big that I could actually park. I actually parked the HV inside the the mine while I was mining it, so that I could run back and forth and process the ore as I was doing it. The size 10 I finished out, and I ended up getting just a couple dozen more than 2,500 ores out of it. So that does stick to the old formula that I had figured out. I worked out, and I mentioned this in the first series. For those of you who haven't watched the first series, I worked out that the mineral deposits are size cubed times 2.5 is how much ore you'll get out of it. And so I'll put a graphic up on the screen here, a chart, so that you can see what that works out to for all the different sizes. And basically a bunch of people on the forums had seen this suggestion and contributed a bunch of their own numbers that they had mined out of various ore sizes. So this was with the help of other people supplying data and everything that I was able to work these out. Now these are averages. The actual multiplier can go anywhere from 2.2 to 2.8. It tends to average around 2.5. So it doesn't give you, you're not going to be able to tell the exact number of ores that you're going to pull out of a mine by emptying it out by any means. So you know, you got to take the number for what it's worth. It's basically an estimate, but it is fairly accurate. The other thing I did here that you can see is I fixed up the ship. So I put on the Gatling guns, and I fixed out the wings, evened out the wings and everything, as you can see. And I lowered the landing gear. I don't remember if I had that lowered last time, but I also made this accessible, because if you remember, I'd put ramps on that and screwed that up last time, and I repainted and everything. So that's our little fighter jet type of thing. And today we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be building. So I'm going to need to create another small vessel. This one is going to be our scaffold. So I'm going to do that real quick here, and I can show you how I build the scaffold vessel. And this is what I use to do the building with, because it allows you to reach higher up places, which is essential. It's kind of hard to build off the ground and stuff without any kind of scaffold. So we're going to put in a fuel tank and a generator, and we can put we can put these right beside the cockpit. And the thing to note about this ship is that it is, as you'll notice, it is not a combat. It is not intended for combat. It's not intended to go out and and fight other ships. because it's not defended at all. If you want to build something like this, you're more than welcome to modify it for your own use. And if you want to make it heavily armed or armored or whatever, then you're more than welcome to. Let's see, we need 2 forward and 2 backward. And 2 left and 2 right. So we're going to put these. Okay, and 2 up. 2 pointing up. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. And I'm going to put a cargo box in here. Or 2. I'll put in 1. No, I'll put in 2 because, no, well, I have 1, so I'm putting in 1. Guess that answers that question. Now I make this light so that it stays as maneuverable as possible. So we're going to do this, and we're going to put it back here. Okay. And this doesn't need to go too far, just 2 blocks behind the ship. Okay, so the idea with this is that you can hover over and under and everything else with this. Whoops, I hate when that happens. Okay, so you can hover around while you're building, and you don't have to build blocks and take them down and that kind of thing in order to get anything constructed. Let's see, this needs to go on the other side. So yeah, so basically that's the concept behind this ship, is that as the name implies, it acts as a scaffold. So I'm going to finish this off, and I will meet you guys in a minute. Okay folks, we're back, and I finished off the ship. As you can see, I put landing gear on the bottom. I moved the core to over by the cockpit here. I put in lights. Now these lights that are pointing up will tell you when you're underneath something. It helps for building underneath ledges, because a lot of times that's what it's used for, is getting underneath the ledges. And then obviously the front lights help to light up what you're working on, and or will help you determine your distance. So let's go pick out a spot, and I know we had looked over here, and it looks like it's going to be night over there. Okay folks, we're back, and the sun is coming up, so we should have a decent amount of time to get some stuff started here. So I'm going to get going, and had a little fun shooting some plant monsters over the night. Okay, so I'll get some blocks ready here. Now what I want to do is I want to get a starter down here on the water. Okay, and I want to put let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now that's going to be, this base is going to be a little bit over the water. So we're going to be switching back and forth between the scaffold here. And I need to go out, let's see, 14 blocks. 14 blocks. So, let me get out of here, out of the way here. And the trick in here becomes sitting the ship where you want it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so that should be a diagonal. Let me see here. And I probably should set down a symmetry plane so that I don't have to build this twice as many times. Okay, so we'll get this going. And I need to be careful with the rocking back and forth keys. So, let's see. I want to put... Not sure why it's pointing me... Oh, because that's the way I was facing when I got out. Okay, so I need lights too. And... let's see how this goes. So, that one there is going to be a light. And I may have to fast forward through this or whatever because this is kind of intricate here, and it's really not easy to do this while talking. So I may get a little of this laid out and then show you what I'm doing. Let's see. So next I need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. Okay. Maybe I can do this. 3. And this is going to be a pain, isn't it? And 4. And 5. Come on. No, don't do that. What are you doing? What are you doing? 6. This is a little fiddly, but it's worth the effort once you get it done. Okay, and the 7th one is going to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's going to go like that. Okay. And then this is going to be another 1 off. And then 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the 2s. Okay, and I need to back the ship off because you do not want to... Let's see. You do not want to place blocks on top of your ship. That's not a good idea. Okay, so I have 4 of the 2s. 2. Yeah, you do not want to place blocks where they will collide with your ship as it's in the air and stuff, because you might get it spontaneously decides to bounce them out of the way, bounce the ship out of the way, or it locks the ship in with the base. Either way, it can be a very bad result and very time-consuming to undo, especially with the repair and remove tool being as completely slow as it is. And then I need a 3. 1, 2. Oh man, don't do that. 2, 3, and I'm going to need to undo that thing before I forget. Oh, that's horrible. And I'm going to forget it on the other side. Okay, let me go get that real quick. Otherwise, it's going to mess me up later when I'm trying to figure out why. There we go. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this, and then we're going to continue on this line. So this is a 3 and then a 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And one more piece here is going to be 16 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. That was 9. Alright. So I need to do 7 more on the end of that. Get 7 more. And for some reason this seems very close together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, okay. Alright, so what we have here is this shape, and I'm gonna do this all the way around. So I will finish this off and show you guys what I've got. Be right back. Okay, folks, here we go. This is the basic outline for the start. I've got all of the lights in, and I just need to fill in, which the filling is pretty quick, and then do some trim around the outside to finish this level. Now you'll notice some of the lights are off and some of them are on. This happens when you're building. I'm not sure why or what determines which light is on and which light is off, but anyway, when you turn the base off and then back on again, once you've got power to it, they'll all come on, so it's not a big concern. So yeah, there's the start of it. This is all the time we've got today, so join me for the next episode, and I haven't decided. We'll either continue building or maybe we'll go take out another POI. So yeah, join me for episode 7 and we'll have some more fun. Till then, later.